Good morning and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for June the 3rd, 2021. I am Mom. Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing? Obviously, I'm just kind of still waking up here. The alarm went off at 4:45. Crept over to the alarm, turned the alarm off, pulled the power cord out. It's my phone. Crawled back into bed. Was going to put on something to listen to slowly wake up. Just rested my eyes for a moment. So 5:30 rolls around and just managed to get my butt out of bed, make my coffee. Yay, coffee. And here I am with you. Not entirely true. I did get up early enough to finish off yesterday's endeavors with Gornie here. But I discovered, as several of you have pointed out, that several of my tunes are running around with body gear. That's, how shall we say, less than impressive. And the thing is, a lot of the in-game good stuff is only available to one. So like the not cool here. I can't buy multiple sets. Some of this stuff is drop once only prizes. So I'm trying to figure out, what am I going to do all this stuff? And then it occurred to me, yeah, some of this is only one per person, but I don't have the full set. So I thought today we might run back and do Survivor again so we can pick up the second half of this. And same, I believe, does Gornie have both pieces? Gornie does have both pieces. So we're going to run back and do Survivor. And then I'm also doing some equipment for the fleet, or for the guys here. God, coffee not work yet. For the guys here. So I just did Burnham's CQC gear for Gornie. Going to replace that. But I need to do both pieces. And I'm out of space because I can't even pick up that. So we're going to drop down to Kronos, drop off some toys. Do a little work down here. Don't think we have anything particularly adventurous today on the endeavors. Do you want arthropods? Yun yun, phaser and damage in space. Yun yun, defeat Gorn on Nimbus. Yun 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 yun. Well, at least we got 2 on Nimbus. That's something. Same. We'll go on ground. I'm also kind of unimpressed with his weapon. So Ed gave me this lovely platinum rifle here. So it's epic. It's gorgeous. It does a good amount of damage. But yeah. It's pew. Pew pew. Pew pew pew. It's my only drawback to rifles. Yes, they've got decent DPS, but they're not fun. So in writing the book yesterday, I was looking at a bunch of other weapons. Good morning, Cadargo. Didn't this door used to be bigger? Shouldn't this door be big? I mean, it's a Gorn. We should have large doorways for the Gorn. Let's get some of this stuff out of here. Obviously, I haven't been to home base for a little bit of time. And do we have enough room to move all of this over? We really don't. Okay, let's see what we can do. I need to move 1, 2, 3, 4 things over. So let's move that out and that out. We'll sort you guys and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We'll be right. Oops, no, we won't. We'll be right back in 1 sec here. Because we'll let somebody else open up all that stuff and get some prizes. And who have we got who needs stuff? Ooh, are we going to give it to Karen? No. Momtronics. Yeah, she's going to need stuff quickly. She's finally made it to 65 courtesy of doing a ton of AFK TFOs during the last event. That's not an option now. I do like doing that. Lets me let tunes who don't normally get a chance to do anything do stuff. Okay, there we go. So what have we got here? Universal. Oh, good. You got some dilithium. More dilithium. A lot of dilithium and a bunch of VC. Momtronics is doing well for herself. We have done well. Okay. So let's make sure we haven't missed anything there. We haven't. Give her a quarter spec point. Give her some marks. Let's see what she needs. Yeah, you can see she's a little shy on marks here, so let's do competitive. By the way, if you want to do Twin Tribulations, we will be doing that tonight. If you haven't done it yet, it's better to do it with a team of people who know what the heck they're doing. We're going to run it twice, once for each of my accounts. Plus, if anybody else needs to do it, we'll do it that way. So, one more thing. Oh, she's not quite up to 5 million. I try and keep everybody with 5 million. Alright, let's go back to Gornalicious here. And we're going to rerun Survivor to get the second piece of gear. And let's do this. We picked up the armor. Let's pick up the shield. I should be able to afford this as well. Yep. By the time we get to Survivor and get going, we should be able to have that gear there. So, future-proof? Nope. Yesterday's war? Yep, there it is.
Some time ago.
And I put out the question again. If anybody knows a workaround for this timeout to server issue that's been coming up, which is probably going to pop right now too, let me know. I'd meant to watch the show last night from Cryptic, if there was one. But it's no longer in my feed, so I don't get reminded. And DT and I were chit-chatting, and all of a sudden it's 8:30, and I'd missed it. Oh, I made it. Wow. But I know I'm not the only one who's having this issue.
Our intel shows a lot of Romulan activity in the system, in Seela's name. Command believes she's planning an assault of... This looks like an abandoned Tal Shiar base. Or what's left of one.
Not that recently abandoned. Still smoking. I know people hate neutronic eddies, but you know what? If you don't have terrific weapons, it actually works really nicely.
But battle, as long as they keep leaking plasma, we can follow their trail. They're not trying to lose us. I've got a bad feeling about this.
So while we're getting ready here, let's do this. We'll give it to Miradam. Good. Now they can stop wearing ridiculous outfits.
Unidentified ship? You are... Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a lot of torp sailing. Oh, that's interesting.
We'll talk.
This isn't really a phaser-centric build, so I'm surprised I'm doing phasers.
The survivor.
I'm reading several Tholian ships.
This is.
Ooh, Tholians. I'd forgotten about them. Yes, I definitely need to upgrade my weapons, but I need to see where we're at with R&D.
The Tholians were performing a detailed scan on that anomaly. Something caused it to destabilize quickly. Not a good sign.
Let's see here. I know you only need to be at 15 to do decent improvements. There we go. When R&D had first come out, I believe was when I was traveling to Europe for a long vacation, so of course, dragged the laptop with me and made sure they were done every 20 hours. This year, I've got a bit of a life, and it's making it harder to play my game.
That anomaly is devastating our home. Avoid flying into it if possible. Another temple.
Scan. I want to see what they call my most sincere apologies. I am so used to command and to quick efficiency. I just thought perhaps it would be better if we continued with the mission before more Tholians show up. We can stand around and talk if you like.
Yeah, the turn rate on this thing leaves a little to be desired, too.
Based on these readings, I found an origin of these anomalies. They're coming from the planet below. I suggest sending a away team all clear. We should check out the planet while we can.
Hey, good morning, Q Continuum. How are you today? I was mentioning earlier that I'm still having issues with getting timeout to servers on map changes. Are you aware of any workarounds or fixes for that? I know I'm not the only one, and I know it's not my connection because it couldn't get much more secure, and it only happens in this game.
Beam down into
The shipments of supplies stopped long ago. Anyone alive down here will have a hard time. I suppose that's too bad for Admiral Tenay. That is what this is about, isn't it? There are two of her and no one else. If you find her, I doubt it.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. support has been lovely to me, and I'm not in a position to complain about
world was
anything, but
abandoned
when it
by
comes to the
culture
technical stuff, it
decades
tends to be,
I doubt
we don't
there's
know.
anyone left. The survivors of the Enterprise C might have left personal items behind.
This data pad.
For non-technical issues, I've never had a problem with them. For technical stuff, it's more of a computers be crazy type attitude.
This place hasn't been inhabited. That's one of the temporal anomalies. I wouldn't recommend entering its area of effect. From what I'm reading here, contact with the anomaly will do considerable damage to anything organic. That being said, I believe we can deal with this.
I like that. Stand over there. I see. Hey, good morning, Wolfie. That is an excellent idea. I might do that. How is your internet holding out there, Wolfie?
When we the gate controls are trapped within an anomaly. We'll have to disperse it to use them.
Ooh, congratulations. I am glad to hear that.
Time is a tricky...
Okay. There we go.
Looks like some of the closed gateways are rusted now. Find another spot. I think I can see a clear path to the controls.
Yeah, I would be concerned too. I'm hoping we can get the whole Ed issue resolved reasonably quickly.
Should open an escape path for you.
And then we'll all be back online. We can all chit-chat again.
Excellent. The gate's open, and we can continue our search for Tanae. Well done.
Give me that. The first...
I am Natasha Yar. We've managed to recover...
Lieutenant Yar was supposed to have been the Enterprise C survivor. It would not have been the first time. No doubt.
Look, there's a path ahead.
I do chat with Ed on weekends. I call him on Saturday mornings.
This
Last
anomaly
week,
looks
because of the
more
holiday, I
stable
was
than
able
the
to
others.
chat with him a couple of times.
Probably less deadly than
So
the
he's
others.
alive. At least he sounds alive, and he sends me pictures every now and then. But he has minimal internetishness, which, you know, is kind of interesting in talking with him. Without internet, all of a sudden you're forced, you know, because there's very little social life for him,
generator. We'll build it.
as they still take their COVID restrictions very seriously, so he doesn't have a lot of outside contact. And without internet, what do you do? So I've started writing him, interneting when we can, which is minimal.
The anomaly has left some of the
Sending him letters, sending him books,
You took readings in
and
orbit.
he's getting out
Surely
to
we
visit
should
his
continue
neighbors,
looking.
who are equally well protected. But it does change your life.
Clearly these...
There's a lot of interference, but I think I'm picking up a life sign. Tanae!
Go away! Leave this place!
For somebody who's been left here, she's got some decent weapons. Oh, come on. I'm going to have to run all the way back over there? Ugh. Fine, crazy lady. We'll just do this the hard way. By the way, if anybody would like to send Ed a message, write him a letter, something like that, do it. Send me a copy of it, and I will print it out. I promise I won't read it. I'll just print it out and mail it off to him. I'll even pick up the postage for you.
It seems
She's run off, but there's an even larger anomaly close by.
it looks like it was a structure at one point, but I doubt
Another
any
temporal
survivors
anomaly.
would remain in a ruin like this.
Yeah. Oh.
There's a stable pocket ahead of you. Set up the first stabilizer there. That's the first stabilizer. 2 more to go. Incredible! Dispersing the anomaly restored more than I expected. We should look for clues.
When he says that, I'm always going, incredible, it actually worked. And there's that moment of disbelief in the, what do you mean it actually worked type reaction. Nice bit of acting, just can be interpreted in the wrong way. So here's the question, folks. Let's see if it'll happen again here. Let's see if we've got another pad here from Tasha. Oops. Fine.
Shelter ruined.
Look at Tasha.
Order gone. Half our stores
She's getting older. Her face is dirty.
The hunters
Her
are
hair is still the same
trying to
length.
find it. None of them can remember what happened.
How does that happen?
Some sort of temporal...
Maybe it's part of the temporal inversion. They age, but their hair does not.
Well, I suppose it was nice that Yar thought of me. But that doesn't change the fact that she was going to steal me away like a thief in the night. The Enterprise...
Over here! There's a path with recent footprints. I'm reading another anomaly, further down the path. Tanae might be there.
Well, the Tholians are there.
The Tanae anomaly and its allies must be purged.
That Tholian away team must have beamed down to investigate the anomalies. This looks to be a well-worn path. Some recent footprints here, heading the other way. They might have run into Tholians.
seems your vault. It seems many of the refugees would be alive if it weren't for the Maybe we'll find more answers.
This was some sort of dwelling up until a few months ago. If I'm reading this right, there was an explosion of tetrion particles here. A fatal one, judging by the organic residue on the wall.
Okay, dialogue. People haven't been living here for months. They're all dead, right? How come the fire's still burning?
The anomalies.
Her hair grew finally, yay!
I watched Richard wither and die before my eyes. An anomaly appeared, and moments later he aged 100 years. We buried him this morning in the clearing. Today hasn't been seen.
And I am fine. It's Thursday.
This is today.
Unfortunately, my car has issues, so I'm not going home this weekend. Unfortunately, my car has more issues, which is... you know, I'm so used to having cars that work well. And to suddenly have a car that's had problem, then problem, then problem.
I see movement in the bushes.
It's just because it's old.
Danae?
Stop following me! No, go away! I am... No, not again!
There's a new anomaly forming.
Poor Tanae.
Folians!
Purge the anomaly. Purge the contaminated.
Okay, so it says purge the contaminated, right? I heard that as purge the caffeinated. Which definitely puts a different and more interesting twist on the story.
Tanae, the anomalies that have been occurring were caused by decades of temporal interference. Because of what happened with the Enterprise C, you exist in two places at once. We can fix this. You and your counterpart can be reintegrated. Your memories will be integrated as well, but the anomalies will stop.
I see the lot.
Oops. Hang on a second. Let's get them back here. I assume we've got one more fight coming up.
All this time, she was here. I believed she was dead. Tasha believed I might come. This place has led to some interest. Let's see if this timing works. With the summer event coming up, I hope we don't have this issue with the timing out, because I have my ground game down to I can do things on a second-to-second level. Oh yes, this is my Too Boldly Go cup. So, what I learned from Star Trek: boldly, hail on all frequencies, be logical, resistance is not futile, make it so, give her all she's got, set your phaser to sun, there are 4 lights, live long and prosper. This is from Nick. Hi, Nick.
one of my students. And I have to count. Well, that's interesting. Fat fingers, I presume. Yeah, Nick, if you're out there, I miss you guys. The joys of not being able to teach in the current environment. I'm just meh about going back to teaching. I mean, I want to go back to teaching, but I want to do it here. And I have to research what is involved in teaching in this state.
We will repair time.
Teaching with martial arts in Illinois is relatively simple. Insurance, and then you have to follow your local area laws. Well, the town I was teaching in didn't have laws about it. No restrictions, no business licenses, no nothing. It was comfortable. I don't know if that's the case here. I'm going to have to find out.
Something is.
Well, as I said, somehow we're doing phaser damage, which I'm not quite sure how we're doing it, but okay, fine. Let's see if we can do a smidge more here. Nope.
I see you. An operation. I see. Very well. It seems our journey is at a parting of... I did, and I will.
And now, the conclusion that they never went anywhere with, which is really annoying. I wanted this to resolve as well. This would have been interesting.
Tell me about my mother.
So let's go ahead and pick
Timeline
up our
is
gear.
stabilizing. Anomaly counts are dropping.
I
and our
believe
agents
I
are
wanted
reporting a
the
decline in temporal
shields,
aftershock
but let's
of
double
recent
check that I
discoveries.
wanted the shields.
That's a good thing, by the way. The aftershocks of our recent discoveries on Pictet
I did
may
want the
take some
shields.
time for Sela to resolve, however.
And there you go, sweetie. You've got some clothes to wear. And Gornalicious has some new equipment, so now the next thing is, what are we going to do for a new weapon for him? Could do the mind melt device, you know, give him the full set. Don't know. I mean, it's epic. It's just not fun. It should be fun. All right, we're going to take a super quick break here, mostly because I need some fresh coffee. It's going to be one of those days. We'll be back in 3 minutes, everybody, so bear with me. While I try and get my controls. There they go. All right, 3-minute break, folks. As soon as I've got my coffee back, we will be back. And as soon as I find the button, there it goes. And we are back. So we've managed to get ourselves some new outfits to wear. Yeah, picked up some junk. We've got most of our phaser damage done here, and I guess we'll pick up the rest tonight. D1 arthropods and Gorn on Nimbus. Let's see. Obviously, Gornie's the best one to go do all this stuff, but the other guy's got to get some exercise in, so let's go grab somebody here. Not Momtronics. She's still in First City. Complicatus is busy. Where's Battlemom? Battlemom's not in the right spot either. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, she probably needs some new outfits too, but we'll put her in that one. Thank you. I'll take that one. What? I don't have a cheat to get there? Ah! This is terrible. Okay, Blind Man Tell All Tales. There we go. So, Wolfie, did DT send you your whatever he built for you? I think he built you an Omni. Yeah, I know these guys need some more toys too. Let's go in and see if we can pick up the missions. If we don't have them already. We should have sufficient toys to do this. Ooh, 60 Gorn. This hour of the morning might be challenging. Yeah, I know he said it was done cooking, but I think he was waiting to see you if you were on last night. Let's see if we got all of our toys here. We do. Never quite get that sequencing right on the arthropods and the beam. Or, sorry, the field. Well, that was easy. Ah. I sleep well because I got so gosh darn much stress going on. And the commutes to and from every place all the time. It's just like hit the bed, fall asleep. Ugh. Five more and we're happy here. Ed and I were trying to figure out how many you can possibly kill. I think the max I've been able to do is 75 just because they won't respawn faster. Got all my toys, got all my toys. Off we go. So we will be applying to get our 2 tables at Las Vegas this year. So if you're going to Vegas, we're not going to do a booth. The total costs are just so high. Seriously, we'll be over $6,000. And it's not been a good enough year for me to be able to pay that out of pocket as we have in the past. And for those of you who've contributed, thank you very much. We do appreciate it. We know you contribute. We appreciate everything you do to get us there. But it's not a great year for anyone. Well, it is for some people. I'm not one of them. And $6,000 is a lot of money. So next year in Chicago, we are hoping to do it back up the way we like to do it. But we'll do it fun. Yeah, I can understand that. It's not an official Star Trek thing. It's still, even with the vaccine, health-wise, I believe you're caring for your parents, right? It's got an element of risk that I don't know would be worth it. And while we can't live stream events that are going on there, we can live stream from there, so it was our intention to do some live streams. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. We are too, but it's still, how can I put this nicely? There's idiots out there. Yay! Good. I will look forward to meeting you. I know I can't say I know DT will be there. I suspect DT will be there. He better be there, or we're going to have a talk. Let's see, have I picked up the Gorn episode? Stop the Orion deal with the Gorn. Well, let's go do that. Yeah, we're hoping to do a full booth next year at Chicago. So I suppose I better go buy my lottery tickets, right? Oops, there we go. It's over there. The good news is, if you're staying in the city, it's super expensive. However, staying in suburbia isn't bad. Public transportation can physically take you directly to McCormick Place. There's actually a train that goes under McCormick Place to drop people off. So for the social stuff, we will hang out there. Then I'll either drive back home or grab the train back home at night. Probably drive. Ooh, where are you staying, if I may ask? Of course, there's 8 million hotels downtown. We used to stay at the Omni. Oh, okay. There's a bunch of Marriotts. The really nice one is on the north side. Hold on, is it on the north side of the river? No, it's on the south side of the river, I believe. Which puts you basically near the train station if you want to do that. Well, technically, you could walk that. If you don't mind a really long walk. Well, good. I've killed 3 Gorn out of the 60. Okay, Q, have you been to the McCormick Place Convention Center before? I only ask because the place is freaking huge. So I'm going to presume based on... Well, you know, that's not necessarily true. I was going to say based on Vegas, it'll probably just be in a portion of it. Hopefully on one floor, which makes life easier. It's big. It's really big. It's really, really, really big. Wear comfortable shoes. Even though I like to cosplay, definitely not wearing boots. Oh, goody. Well, our Gorn may have to wait a little bit here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. It's big. It's not in the best of neighborhoods. However, I think there's a convention coming up in January there. And just to get a scope on everything, or no, it's in December. Just to get a feel for everything, I thought I would take a day off, travel up there, and see how they're handling that convention. It's also by Reed Pop. At the beginning of the COVID crisis, they decided that hospitals were going to be far more severely hit in Chicago than they were, so they converted a good part of McCormick Place over to a makeshift hospital, which they never utilized at all. Good idea, not necessary. Thank goodness. But it says something about Chicago politicians. Yes, Wolfie, testing. Oh, excellent. Good, now you can put that on and see how you do with that added to your repertoire of weaponry. Let's see, what have we got? 22 to go. Can we do 22 in the next 9 minutes? Well, if they spawn, we can, yes. Let's see if we can make life really easy here. Split the difference, and boom. Watch, it'll miss both groups. Got that side. And we're getting that side. Yay. Let's go get the Gorn engineer. Well, somebody's got the orb boost on. Thank you very much. Alright, what have we got left here? We got 10 Gorn to do. Surprised these guys didn't respawn. Chicago in April. Weather could be gorgeous, but we're going to be down on the lakeshore. McCormick Place is on the lake. It's going to be windy and cold. Sunny, windy, and cold. It's as good an argument for staying inside as any. Stay inside, enjoy the convention. Son of a gun. They're my Gorn. You can't have my Gorn. See if we can do that same thing and split the difference again one more time. Let's do this. There's my 60. Let's go pick up these two. And run, Mom, run. Funny, I went over, spent 3 minutes making a fresh cup of coffee, reheating it, and then didn't drink it. And perfect. Got them done, and it's just about time to head out for the day, so couldn't ask for a better combo. Unless we finish up that last of the phaser damage on Gornalicious. Nah, they can wait for a little bit later. Since we have our event to do... Ooh, 10 hours. Wow, I'll be back here by the time that's done. Cool. Pick up some stuff here. I know how exciting to watch me click. Yep, it's time to work. My office is less than 5 miles away, so it's very convenient to get there. And I work a 9-hour day. Basically 7:30 to 4:30, 8 to 5, 7 to 3. You know, whatever. 6 to 3, not 7 to 3. But it's the exciting day of... It's Thursday, and it's raining, so my big job, which is to water the gardens, doesn't have to be done. Ooh, tough job. Some days it's crazy. This week's been dead. Vacations. Well, I'm jealous, thank you. The only good bad news is with my car not being happy, I don't want to take it for a 400-mile jaunt. So I will stay in town this weekend, clean the apartment. Yeah, probably clean the apartment. Needs to be done. All right, so on behalf of the Darkmom Consortium, I don't know. I like my job. I love the people I work with, but because we still have some people who are out on socially distanced, shall we say, they're working from home. The learning curve has been super slow. I've been there 7 months, and I still haven't learned some of the primary work I should be doing because they don't want to turn it over till they're sure I can do it, which you can't really do via telephone. The good news is I get to do a lot of LinkedIn learning, and today will be Power BI, the introduction to it. And if I like it, I will pursue Power BI. But with a small company, don't know how much we need that. Still, it's nice to have on the resume. So as I was saying, on behalf of the Darkmom Consortium, I'm going to head out. Let's see if there's anybody we can go raid, though. Raid channel. Who is on? Oh, Lexington's on. So let's go head out and raid Alt Lexington there. Gotta give love to everybody out there. Somebody put it's Excel on steroids, and I love Excel, but I don't know that we need it. Anyway, I'm going to dump everybody over on Alt Lexington. Everybody, make sure you give them a follow, give them some love. You guys have a great day, and I will see you. I'll see you at 7 o'clock tonight, 12 hours. Take care, be safe, do well.